Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing a story that's very close to my heart, one that many of you might relate to more than you expect. My name is Lola, and I grew up in Atlanta. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the community. You won't want to miss what happens next. When I was a little kid, life felt like one big adventure. My parents and I played hide and seek for hours, fought imaginary monsters in the backyard, and I even rescued Mom from a grumpy pirate who tried to steal the last slice of pie. Those were truly magical days, and I thought my life would stay that way forever. But everything changed when I turned 3. That's when my little sister Genevieve, or Jen as we called her, was born. From the very first moment, it felt like she cast a spell on my parents with those bright blue eyes. Suddenly, they only had eyes for her. "Genevieve, we love you more than anything in the world. Here you go, honey." I still remember standing there, watching them shower her with attention while my toys sat forgotten. Jen started walking at just 9 months. By 2, she could write her own name, and by 3, she could recite the entire alphabet without a single mistake. At 7, she won her first national spelling bee, took home a huge cash prize, and even landed a magazine cover story. In the interview, she smiled sweetly and said, "I'd like to thank my parents. I couldn't have done this without them." My mom and dad beamed with pride. "We're so lucky to have a genius daughter. She's our pride and joy." They kept gushing about her for hours while I sat quietly in the corner. When the reporter finally called for family photos, I stepped forward to join them, but Jen immediately protested. "It's my moment, and she'll ruin my image with her stupidity vibe. My brain sees pictures through a special lens, and I'll feel her dumbness every time I look at them. Just make her go." Mom slipped me some money for ice cream and gently asked me to wait outside while they finished the photo shoot.
A couple of months later, I came home from school and found Jen sitting comfortably on my bed, and all my things had been moved out. My parents told me I should switch rooms because the new one was bigger and better for her trophies. "But this is my room. Mom, Dad, make Jen give it back." "Lola, stop being ridiculous. You don't need a room this size. You don't have any trophies. Jeannie, do you need more shelves? Maybe a new bookcase?" I was so hurt and angry that I threw myself on the floor, screaming and crying. "This sucks. I'm leaving and I'm never coming back. I'll find a new family that actually appreciates me." I stormed out of the house, made it to the driveway, and realized I had nowhere to go. So I climbed up into my old treehouse to hide. My stomach started rumbling, and I pulled out a candy bar from my pocket. Out of nowhere, this bold girl suddenly appeared and snatched it right from my hand. "Hey, that's mine. This is my treehouse. Get out." "I don't see your name on it." "It's written right there." She grinned, grabbed a marker, and wrote Madison on the wall in big letters. "Guess we're roommates now. We'll just have to share." Then she broke the candy bar in half and tossed me a piece. Madison and I spent the rest of the day together, and she was the wildest, most fun friend I'd ever had. She told me wild stories about finding a skeleton in the neighbor's yard and swore the old lady across the street was actually an alien with a spaceship in her garage. We had epic spitball fights and launched water balloons at passersby. It was pure joy. When my parents finally called me in for dinner, they didn't even seem to remember I'd been upset. From then on, whenever I wasn't at school or forced to watch another one of Jen's spelling bees, I'd sneak out to the treehouse to hang out with Madison. One afternoon, we were having a pretend sword fight in the backyard when Jen suddenly appeared. "Lola, who are you talking to?" "Madison? Duh. Who's that?" I turned around to introduce them, but Madison had vanished into thin air. "She was just here. Must have scared her off with your mean vibes." Jen just gave me a strange look and said, "I think you're old enough to stop having an imaginary friend," before walking back inside. The second she left, Madison popped right back beside me with a smirk. "I didn't want to meet your stupid sister. And there, you're dead." If you've ever felt lonely or misunderstood growing up, drop a comment below and share your thoughts with us. When I started junior high at 12, things got even tougher. All the girls were suddenly obsessed with boys and makeup instead of building pillow forts or hunting for treasure. I felt like I had nothing in common with anyone, and most of them thought I was weird. I was incredibly lonely, until Madison started sneaking into school with me. She made hilarious faces, told the best jokes, and always had my back when bullies tried to pick on me.
Hey, ugly, get out of my way. Who are you calling ugly? You look like a rat and your breath smells like poo. Like this video if you can relate to feeling out of place at school, and share it with a friend who might need to hear this story too. I even got cast in the school play and had to deliver a huge monologue. My parents didn't come because Jen had another spelling competition that day. I was so nervous I could barely speak, but Madison showed up in the wings, cheering me on. I shook off my nerves and gave the performance of a lifetime. When I told my parents about it later, they barely reacted. The very next day, they dragged me to yet another one of Jen's events. Madison and I snuck in a bag of ants and released them on stage. Chaos erupted, and it was absolutely hilarious. But then, on my 15th birthday, my family went on vacation. When we returned home, Madison was gone. I searched everywhere, the treehouse, school, every corner of the house, but she never came back. Madison, where are you?
My parents just sighed. What are you screaming about? Look, I know you're lonely and have trouble making real friends, but this isn't healthy. If it wasn't bad enough losing Madison, Jen soon got moved up to my class because she was so advanced. All the kids instantly adored her. The most popular girl, Emily, started throwing a birthday party and handed out invitations to everyone, except me. Hey, you forgot to give me my invitation. Sorry, no freaks allowed. Then she whispered to Jen, loud enough for me to hear, I can't believe you're related to her. I hope you can come. It's going to be the best party ever. I felt completely invisible. On the way home, I stopped at the candy store to cheer myself up. That's when I noticed a cute boy staring at me. He started following me around the store. I led him down an aisle, hid, and then tackled him into a headlock. Ouch, what's your problem? Why are you following me? He reached behind me and pulled off a huge piece of paper taped to my back that said loser in bold letters. I was mortified. Tears started pouring down my face like a little kid. What's wrong? My life stinks. My best friend abandoned me, my family doesn't like me, and everyone at school thinks I'm a loser. You're not a loser. I have a feeling you're pretty cool, and I'd like to know you better. His name was Hunter. He was sweet, funny, and we had so much in common. We loved the same books and movies, and he made me laugh constantly. For the first time in years, I didn't feel so alone. The more time we spent together, the more I realized I was falling for him. He never compared me to Jen and always listened, even when I ranted about how my parents bought her a brand new laptop on my birthday while I got cheap shoes. Then one evening, my parents called me into the kitchen for a family meeting. Guess what, Lola? Jen got into St. Florence's Academy. We're so proud of you, sweetheart. We can't wait to start our new life in Chicago. Chicago? No way! I'm not moving. I'm not leaving Hunter.
Lola, don't be selfish. You'll make plenty of new friends in Chicago. I stormed off to my room. 10 minutes later, Jen appeared at my door. Can we talk? Why have you found more ways to ruin my life? Ever since you were born, you've taken everything from me. My parents, my toys, my room, and now my only real friend. I know I wasn't very nice when we were kids, but I've tried reaching out since then. You just shut me out. Issues? My only issue is you. I'm sorry you feel that way. Emily's throwing me a going-away party tomorrow night. Come if you want, or just sit here being bitter. It's up to you. She left the invitation on my bed and walked away. I was angry, but I'd never been invited to a real party before. My heart ached at the thought of leaving Hunter forever. I invited him, and he agreed to come. The party was at Emily's huge mansion. The food was amazing, the music was perfect, and best of all, Hunter was there with me. When a slow song started playing, it felt like the perfect moment. You want to dance? Sure. Dancing with him was so romantic. He held me close, and his cologne smelled incredible. I looked up into his eyes. I like you. I like you too. You want to kiss me? I really do. We shared the most magical kiss, but when I opened my eyes, everyone was staring, laughing, and pointing at me. Hunter had completely vanished. Lola, what's wrong? Where's Hunter? He was right there. I started panicking until Emily pointed at the giant screen on the wall. A video of me dancing alone and kissing the air was playing on repeat. Hey, look at the freak making out with her invisible boyfriend. I wanted to disappear. I ran out in tears and headed straight to the treehouse. A few minutes later, Jen knocked and came in. Lola, please talk to me. Tell me what's going on. I thought Hunter was a real boy I was in love with. How stupid is that? I'm a freak and a loser just like everyone says. No, you're not. You just found a way to cope with your loneliness. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Now you know the truth and you can move forward. Move forward to what? No one cares about me. I do. From now on, I'll be here whenever you need me, I swear. And we're going to teach Emily a lesson. We snuck into Dad's butcher shop, grabbed a bunch of raw meat, and went back to Emily's house. Hey, Jen. Hey, crazy. Still looking for your invisible boyfriend? No, we just wanted to give you a gift. A gift for me? What is it? We dumped the raw meat right on Emily's head. She screamed like a banshee while Jen and I ran away laughing. The next day, as the moving trucks were being loaded, I made one last visit to the treehouse. Suddenly, both Madison and Hunter appeared. How come you're both here now? Will you stay this time? We just came to say goodbye. We don't think you need us anymore. You have a chance to start over. Let other people get to know the real you. They don't know what they're missing. You're a super cool friend. Thank you guys. You were there when I needed you the most. Goodbye and good luck. It was sad watching them leave for good, but deep down it felt like the right time. We moved to Chicago and Jen stayed true to her word. We started spending real time together, and I slowly realized her life wasn't as perfect as it seemed. I'm so tired of spelling bees. I only do them to make extra money for Mom and Dad. I just want to be a normal teenager for once, without all this pressure. You should tell them how you feel. I've got your back. I stood by her when she finally told our parents she wanted to stop competing. After that, Jen and I grew closer than ever. I finally had a real best friend, and she just happened to be my genius little sister. What do you think will happen next in a story like this? Have you ever had an imaginary friend or felt overshadowed by a sibling? Leave your thoughts and predictions in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss future stories.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.